Hello everyone! Welcome to Loyalty Test. Challenge, prank, I don't know. Let's go! As always, special thanks to my lovely patrons and all of you who still watch my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with the uploads, and yeah, I hope you will enjoy. Hey boys, gather around, I have a great idea. I don't like the name at all. Same, what the hell is this? Just a little thing to pass time and to see how much your lovelies actually love you. Why do you have to bother us with this? If you want to test Sakusa's loyalty, you can do it yourself. 1, because you all are insecure fools, and 2, because I can't do this alone. I kinda need another person to text him, no? Great, so we are going to risk our mental stability and potentially our relationships because you are bored. Oh, come on! I thought you'd support me. Not in this Zoom. Not right now. Please. I'm sure it's going to be okay. And I mean, if they fail a prank test, then they don't deserve you anyway, no? Why are you saying you instead of us? I have a feeling what a misreaction would be. But yeah, you're right, I should say us. I don't know. Like, what does this accomplish? You'll know you have nothing to be scared of in terms of them finding someone else. I think you all need that reassurance. Oh. I mean... I'm right, don't try to tell me otherwise. Alright, fine. Let's say we go along. How would we even do this? True. We can't just text them, they'll know it's us. That's why there's 5 of us. We'll switch around who texts whose man. Oh, I see. Also, to make it a bit more believable, let's share some info on your partners with each other. That way it's not going to be totally unhinged. It already is unhinged. It's going to be fine, trust me. So, who wants to go first? For someone who never had to worry about his strength too much, Kentaro started to slowly come to the terms with the fact that he had to put a bit more effort into keeping himself in shape worthy of carrying Shigeru around. He noticed it before already, but yesterday, when he barely managed to hide the sharp tug in his muscles protesting against the sudden increase of carried weight, when he carried his half-asleep husband into bed, there was no denying it. He had to work out more to balance his strength again. He had to be careful though, very careful. If Shigeru was to start thinking he was gaining weight, it would send him down a very scary spiral. Dummy, as if I would ever mind him getting chubby. But his opinion was secondary. He could try convincing Shigeru all he wanted, and it could all be useless. Just gotta keep quiet about it and leave him be at peace. That's important. He was just about to shift to heavier weights when his phone clinked with a new message. He rushed to read it, hoping it was Shigeru sending him pictures of Bruno or some critter he found in their garden again. But to his confusion, the message came through his Instagram account he was forced to create a few months ago. Hi, how are you doing today? Who is this? I'm big on volleyball and I saw your pictures. You're so handsome. Green really suits you. Uh-huh. Well, thanks, but I don't really interact with fans through DMs, so take care. He shook his head, ready to forget the whole interaction. But before he even put the phone down, another message came through. But I'm not just a fan. You're stunning, seriously. Can I take you out? I'm paying. You won't get bored with me, promise. Dude, what the fuck? That's how you ask people out? Besides, I'm married, so get the hell out of my DMs if this is your goal. They don't have to know. I'm discreet and fun. You won't regret. Okay, I was trying to be nice, but kindly fuck off. I have the best husband in the world and I'm not hurting him because of some rando. Enjoy being blocked. He quickly blocked the profile before he could receive another message and growled under his breath. The fucking audacity. He took a few stabilizing breaths, slowly calming down his racing heart. Sure, he did get a few love confessions over the years of playing professionally, but not enough to get used to it. Just imagining going behind Shigeru's back made him nauseous, even if there wasn't a real chance Shigeru would collapse if he ever found out. Sudden urge to talk to his husband taking over him, he grabbed his phone again and dialed the familiar number, breathing a sigh of relief when the soft voice came through. Ken? You're done already? I thought you said after 4. Yeah, I think I'll go home earlier after all. I'll at least stop by at the shop. And I wanted to tell you that I love you. Short silence settled on the line, followed by what Kentaro knew were signs that Shigeru smiled. I love you too. Be careful on the way, okay? Of course. I'll be home soon. He ended the call, only now feeling his chest getting freed from the strange pressure that settled on it with the messages. Making a mental note to buy something sweet for Shigeru along the way, he hastily threw his things into the bag and went to take a brisk shower, everything pushing him to get home as soon as possible and spoil his husband rotten for the day. For a free day, Shirabu definitely didn't feel rested. Even though he could potentially sleep for as long as he wanted, the constant swirl of thoughts dragged him out of the bed only about half an hour later than he would normally wake up for work. At least he had more time to go out with Kosuke since Semi was still in deep slumber. Oh, how he envied him. But on the other hand, he would be damned if he tore Semi's sleep just because he was jealous. That has some seriously deep sleep though. One would expect he would wake up when I dropped that bottle, but nope. Kosuke smiled at him from the stroller, the bubbly way he cooed back at him melting Shirabu's heart. He gently pinched the soft cheek, only making Kosuke giggle more. You're a little angel, aren't you? Mom would be so proud of how well you grow. He sighed, sending a quick prayer to the sky for Sakura, along with a silent promise to do everything in his power to help Kosuke grow into the most amazing boy ever. He's not making it difficult anyway. He startled when his phone suddenly clinked with a new message. Expecting it was Semi who finally woke up, he mindlessly opened the messages, only to realize it came from a number he didn't recognize. Hello, Shirabu-san. I finally found your number. Who is this? And why were you looking for my number? I was your patient about 4 months ago. You helped me so much. Oh, that's good to hear. But why are you texting me? He racked his brain for all the patients he had 4 months ago, but no one who would seem keen on contacting him again came to mind. To thank you, of course, and to ask you if you have a free day this week. I know a perfect spot near the hospital. And we can have a drink afterwards too, if you would like. Thanks for the invite, but I'm busy this week. And also sorry if I'm reading into things, but I don't do relationships with patients. It was kinda ironic to say that, since he was just in the middle of a park with a result of forming a relationship with his patient. But that was an exception. But we will have a great time, I promise. You won't regret, I swear. We can be friends first too, if that's what you prefer. Okay, back down, would you? I don't know who you are, and I already told you I don't do relationships with patients. And on top of that, I already have a boyfriend, so stop, okay? You don't have to be with him forever. I'm sure you could do much better. Funny you say that, because you definitely aren't that. In fact, you don't even reach to his ankles. Now leave me alone. His blood boiling, he blocked the number immediately, unable to believe what he just witnessed. As if anyone could be better than Eita. He huffed and carefully lifted Kosuke into his arms to calm himself down with the steady rocking motion, which he found out was just as soothing for him as it was for the little boy. Let's go home, But Dad's already awake. Kosuke blubbered back as if in agreement, and Shirabu had to smile. He took his phone again, tapping a quick message into a very familiar chat. Hey sleepyhead, home in 10 minutes. I hope you have a breakfast ready for us. Love you. With the spring coming in, Lev had barely any time for himself as he went from one contract into the other, taking on everything from perfume ads to spring collection photoshoots. It was fine though, really. He was sleeping well and eating enough to stay healthy. He just wanted to challenge himself, that's all. His agent and Nakamura maybe had a different opinion, noting he was doing this to forget the fact that Yaku moved half a globe away, but that was silly. He was fine. It wasn't anything new to be apart. Right? Who am I kidding? It does help me forget the empty flat. With a deep sigh, he sat on the bed he was now occupying alone, and rubbed his face, feeling drained and empty now that he had nothing to do. He wished he could call Yaku to at least hear his voice, but looking at the clock told him it was way too early to call him, as he was probably in the middle of practice. At least he's having a good time. That's important. Sighing again, he was just about to take a shower to soothe the loneliness that started to bubble up in his chest again, when the sound of a new alert caught his attention. With a furrowed brow, he opened the DMs, taking note that the person was apparently already following him on his socials. Hello. I'm so sorry to bother you, but I just saw your ad and I couldn't resist. I love your work so much, if that makes sense. Like, it always brightens my day when I see you on a poster somewhere. And makes me spend money too. Lev paused, his heart stopping for a beat when he thought that this might be the person behind all external issues in his life. However, looking at the messages and profile, he decided to trust his gut telling him he didn't have to be afraid this time around. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the ads. Do we happen to know each other? Oh, no. I saw you personally at a fashion week, but I couldn't bring myself to go closer. That's a pity. I love meeting with fans. Maybe next time. That would be amazing. I don't know if I'll survive the wait though. I mean, there's always time for some meet and greet when I'm done working. As I said, I like meeting with fans. He stared at the message, surprised by what he wrote. Sure, it wasn't a lie by any means, but was it wise to meet strangers now? He might have been more lonely than he thought. Really? That sounds great. Could I maybe invite you for a coffee too? I know some pretty places. I see. That sounds good. Great. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask, what's the drink you wear these days? I've seen it on several ads already, so it's not part of any campaign, right? The sting around Lev's heart turned his attention to the ring on his finger and all the memories surrounding it. It took him ages to persuade the director to let him keep it on for the photo shoots. Just thinking about parting with it for even a minute made him sad, especially now when it was one of the very few things he had on him that reminded him of Yaku. Oh, that one. It's from my partner, an engagement ring to be precise. Oh, I see. I didn't know you were engaged. I am. It's the most precious thing I have. I see. Anyway, take care. See you someday. Sure. Have a nice day. Confused by the sudden end of the conversation, Lev stared at the screen for a while longer before it locked by itself, hiding the messages from him again. Just as he thought when he found someone other than Nakamura to talk to outside work, he was suddenly left all alone again, gloom creeping over him once more. He gave the phone one last glance before he quickly tapped in a message for Yaku. Even if he couldn't read it now, he was sure to text back later. At least he would have something to look forward to. Days slowly but surely became warmer, and so did their relationship. At least Iwaizumi thought so based on the recent development. Oikawa seemed much more relaxed around him too, which was a good sign, both for them and for his career, as his on-court performance started to improve once he didn't have his mind on completely different things. If they carried on like this, things might get back to normal sooner than he expected. Would be the best result. He sighed wishfully and wiped the sweat from his forehead, opting to leave the exercise be for the day. However, he paused when he noticed a new message alert on his phone from a number he didn't know. The same amount confused and curious, he opened the chat, his eyebrows rising into his hair. Hi. Don't be spooked. I know this is an unknown number for you, but I'm not a spam, I swear. Sounds exactly like something a spammer or scammer would do, but okay. Who is this? I work for the school too, though you probably haven't noticed me there. Oh, I see. Then, do you need anything? No, I just wanted to tell you how much I admire your work. You're great with the kiddos. They're so well behaved when you are teaching them, it's incredible. Thanks. I do my best, but they really aren't that naughty. Just energetic. Still, I think you are a great teacher. And a great person too. I'm glad you think so. where is this going? Oh, sorry. I was just wondering if you would want to get a coffee someday. Or, even better, dinner. What? I'd like to get to know you better. What do you say? Iwaizumi stared at the messages, bewildered. How did they get from work to apparently being asked out? He had no idea. But as much as the interest flattered his ego... I see. In that case, I have to disappoint you. I'm already engaged, and we are hopefully getting married soon. So, unless it's just a friendly coffee, I'm not interested. Oh. He waited for a good 10 minutes, but no other message came through. And so he just shrugged and locked the phone, just as he heard the front door open. Home already? Oikawa clicked his tongue, giving him an offended glare. What a nice welcome, Hajime. I'll let you know that I intentionally ran home just to be with you longer, and you don't even sound happy. Rolling his eyes, Iwaizumi cut his whining off with a kiss, though he didn't miss the slight nervous tick in Oikawa's face. So, everything okay? Did something happen? Not really. Just got asked on a date. He held Oikawa's hand, the little flinch running through his body hurting more than he would like to admit. I refused, of course. Really? I mean, of course you did. I don't doubt you, I swear, I just... Shh, come here. He pulled him into a hug, squeezing tight, his heart aching when he realized just how much Oikawa was shaking now. It's fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to sound like I don't believe you again. I know. And I'm not upset or anything, so don't panic, okay? It's alright. I love you. I love you too. He was having a good day. In fact, he was having a great day. Peaceful, quiet, and without any disturbances. Atsumu tried to spur him into some action earlier in the morning, but if Sakusa learned something over the years they spent together, it was how to efficiently shut down Atsumu's ideas without hurting his feelings. And so, after one successful shutting down, he was left home alone while Atsumu went out to do... who knew? For the sake of his mental stability, he didn't want to know, nor did he want to think about it. As long as he didn't get a call from police or hospital anyway. Yet, just as he was about to sit down and finally enjoy a moment of peace and quiet, he was startled by a ring of a new message coming in. Annoyed, pretty sure it was Atsumu sending him some stupid meme or picture again, he mindlessly opened the app. However, it only took him a split second to realize he didn't know the number at all. Hey there, so glad I got your number. Who is this? Your longtime secret admirer. Creepy much? Where did you get the number? I searched a lot. But hey, it was worth it. I can finally talk to you. No thanks. Bye. He closed the chat and blocked the number, not in the mood to deal with any fan that purposefully sought out his phone number. Creeps everywhere these days. His phone rang again, but this time it was indeed Atsumu texting him. Knew it. What? I knew you'd block him almost instantly. What are you talking about? The random number that texted you. It was a loyalty test and you passed with flying colors. That was your doing? Technically no, others helped me. Others? Yeah, I made a challenge out of it. Of course. He closed the chat again, too exhausted to deal with Atsumu's shenanigans. Why he needed to do a loyalty test on him when he clearly knew what was going to happen was beyond him. He just hoped Atsumu didn't rope others into trouble. The last thing he needed was a bunch of angry boyfriends pounding on their door. So, how did it go? Surprisingly well, I would say. Yeah, Ken's really cuddly now. See? I told you it's going to be great. Yaku, you should call him. Might be just my feeling, but he seemed lonely. I know. I'll call him in a bit. And Oikawa-san? Maybe you could compliment Iwaizumi-san a bit more. He seemed glad that someone recognizes the effort he puts into teaching. Will do. I am proud of him. Semi has it good. That doctor of yours is feral. Just a little. Katani too. I would hold on to that pup if I were you. I intend to do that. Also, Tsuma, that wasn't fair to give me Sakusa. Heh, just because I knew how he would react to a stranger's text. Anyway, I'm glad it went well for you all. So, remember that, okay? You have some pretty loyal guys by your side. Yeah. I got a call. See you around, I guess. See ya. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, seriously, I can't get rid of the feeling that this is so stupid. But hey, you can blame YouTube search engine optimization for this idea. This is one of the experiments I talked about before. There are more to come. But hey, I still hope you enjoyed the boys being protective of their partners and relationships. If you have any requests or ideas, the request form is linked in the video description. See you next time.